I definitely can't blame him there. So we're going to find out what's going on here, guys. Give me 1 minute and we'll be right back. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pull up tonight's starting grid as tempers are flaring on pit road after that one. Got Spencer Pete starting on the pole, Mark Crawford starting in second, Marcel is starting in third, Thomas Smalling in fourth, David in fifth, Stowers in sixth, Timothy Pete in seventh, Justin in eighth, David in ninth, and Bill Sleep rounding out the field, but I don't think he's here as we're getting ready to go. Green flag racing here. Waiting on that countdown. As it says gridding, about to go green flag here. Not for 250 laps. We've got 30 minutes. Green flag is out as Mark Crawford gets a nice jump in that second position as they go down into turn one. Are we going to have chaos? Are we going to have chaos going into turn one? No, Mark Crawford easily past everybody as they're side by side for second as Marcellus is going to take that second position. Mark Crawford out to a nice lead already. Definitely had a better start than Spencer Pete. Spencer Pete has fallen back through the pack. Nope, he's going to try and work on Marcellus, but I don't think that's the spot to do it. So we have Mark Crawford, Spencer Pete took that second spot back from Marcellus. Marcellus. What happened to Marcellus? I missed it. Marcellus completely control alt board there. Let's see if I can figure out what happened there. What happened to Marcellus? Oh. Marcellus with a connection issue. I was trying to find it. That was Marcellus, I'm assuming. Marcellus had the connection issue. He disappeared. So we got Mark Crawford in first, Thomas Smalling in second, or Spencer Pete in second. Thomas Smalling trying to move on second, but he's going to fall back in line. Stowers up to fourth, but he's got his buddy David on his heels. David's going to be. Let's see how David. Oh, Spencer Pete out into the grass. Karma, as Stowers is probably feeling right now as he sees Spencer Pete miss that turn. So David on the heels of Stowers. How will he handle him this time? Will it be different than it was in the last one? Last race. Will he pass him cleanly? Will he be more careful? I guess we're going to find out here as these guys are nose to tail trying to chase down our leader. No. These guys are 1.3 seconds back from our leader. Can they catch him? Ooh, Smalling gets passed by Stowers. Let's see if we can figure out what happened there. He moves down to the inside, but that creates an opportunity for David up under him. David follows him through. That moves him way back. Stowers, he's on the heels of our leader. That is a man on a mission. Man on a mission right there. Thomas Stowers, he's going to go ahead and take that lead as first opportunity he gets. He definitely got knocked out of the sprint race. He doesn't want to have it happen here. Stowers to the outside of Mark Crawford. Can he make the pass on the outside? He's outside of him through one. He's going to hang strong out there, and he gets him. He gets him from the outside lane. Stowers to the lead. Mark Crawford to second, and Thomas Smalling in third. David in fourth as he falls back from these guys. Smalling trying to work Mark Crawford. He doesn't want Stowers to get away as that's the battle. As that's the battle for the championship too. You had to specify who you were rooting for. Yeah, right. So we got a Mark Crawford between two slices of Thomas down the front straightaway. As Mark makes the move, Smalling decides to follow Thomas Stowers. I was surprised on that one, but it looks like it might work. Is he able to grab the position? Oh! Crawford gets the curb a little bit, but he's able to stay under Stowers through the turn. But Stowers in position for the next one, and Smalling's going to follow him. That's going to move Mark Crawford back to third. Now we got an all Thomas 1-2. Can these guys drive away and duke it out for themselves? Wow, what a couple moves there. That was exciting. Justin will agree in my ear. So Smallings and Stowers, they're going to try and pull away, but this draft is playing such a huge role. This draft is playing such a huge role. They can't get away from him. Smalling is blinking. Smalling to the inside. Will Smalling be able to draft enough? No. Mark Crawford goes to the outside, drafts around Smalling. He almost gets enough draft to get next to Stowers, but he's got to fall back in place into second. You suck. What's up, Peter? What's up, Peter? Now I know what to say. You know, I suck. Apparently, I give up my races while I'm in the lead of a heat race. I suck so bad. As Stowers in the lead, Mark Crawford in second, Smalling in third, and David sitting back in third in the catbird seat. Newcomer here, 6 weeks in, first race with us. As we watch Stowers in the lead, Mark Crawford. Oh, Mark Crawford a little wide there. This draft is definitely playing a huge role here. Let's go back and check out the Pete's. Spencer Pete is falling back to 5th place. He can still see that front back. Timothy Pete right behind him. David Kaufman behind Timothy. As those guys are battling it out, David's going to try and make a move on Timothy, but Timothy's going to protect the bottom side. Down into turn 1, he does not have to run, but we go back up to the lead. Wow! Mark almost got up into Smalling there. There was almost contact. That allows Stowers to pull away. Got TMT in the front. That's Thomas, Mark, and Thomas. They're going to try and drive away from David, but they're not able to as David's able to hold that draft. 22 minutes left in this race. So probably about 22 more laps here to complete. These guys do need to make pit stops. Pit stops could be extra crucial here as close as the racing is. Yeah, you like that, right? That's awesome. I got, Max, I know you can't see it unless you're in the Discord chat, but Justin over on YouTube said the same thing the same time I said that. As Thomas Smalling takes the spot from Crawford going into turn 1, that's been the passing zone. They've tried to pass other spots. Where's the real races at, right? This race sucks. This is lame. They're just playing follow the leader, right? Oh, Smalling. Smalling's still wrecking on the internet side. But he's going to get the drive on Stowers. Can he pass him? Stowers giving the big draft to Smalling. Can he get him down the front straightaway? Smalling looks to the inside. Side by side, down into turn 1. Who's going to get it? Smalling has the advantage. Isn't that code? Yeah. Smalling got the advantage. Stowers to second. Would you like them to drive in the grass so they can kick up a little dirt for you, Peter? As Smalling in the lead, Stowers in second. This is also our points battle race right here between the Thomases. Mark Crawford can do nothing but sit and wait as these guys battle it out. Back here for 6, got Timothy and David. Still nose to tail. David hasn't been able to do anything with him. As Mark makes a move on Stowers, but can't get there. Sometimes they got, yeah, that's true. Oh. Mark Crawford jumps under Stowers. These old VW. Oh, they let Mark all the way up to the front. These little VW motors, they smoke a lot. I was telling them earlier, you don't change the oil in these, it changes itself. Mark Crawford back to the point as Smalling on his heels. Mark Crawford in the lead. Thomas Smalling in second. Stowers at third. David patiently sitting in that 4th position. Don't count him out as he was able to steal the sprint race in 3rd down the front straightaway. Right? We got one of those oil gas stops coming up soon. I'm curious when these guys are going to start pitting as we're almost to the halfway point. As Smalling looked to the outside, but that allowed Stowers up above both of them. Stowers to the lead. Back to the TMT sandwich. With Stowers in the lead, Mark in second, Smalling in third, and David still in 4th. Thomas Stowers wanting this win more than anything after how his sprint race went. He was angry about that contact he got not once, but twice, and then the massive block on him coming to the line. Stowers has got the lead, but Mark on his heels is Mark's net coding. We got netcode. We got netcode and netcode Junior. It doesn't restream to Facebook. It only restreams to everything but Facebook. Facebook doesn't allow it. Yeah, I know. That sucks. I hope they do soon. Stowers in the lead. That was the whole idea behind it, but it's still better to get Twitch, YouTube, and Discord together. Sorry, I'm talking in my ear too, guys. So Stowers in the lead, Mark all over him as they come through this turn up over the hill. Is he going to be able to get that position to get around him through the draft? He looks down the front straightaway as he blinks out. We got netcode and netcode Junior behind Mark Stowers. Yeah, you can do the Discord chat. As Mark to the lead. Oh, he puts the block on Stowers. Stowers has to lock him up to not run him over. Good driving by Stowers, and very aware of Smalling not to run him over too. 16 minutes left as these guys are battling it out like it's the last minute. David sitting back there knowing somebody can make a mistake at any time, but he's still close enough to draw himself back up into this battle. Mark Crawford in the lead, getting chased by a pair of Thomases. I don't know. That's got to be like having a pack of wolves on your heels there. Thomas Stowers and Thomas Smalling. I couldn't imagine running from those two. Oh, yeah, I got to check that out. These guys are definitely cruising in these things. Oh, Mark Crawford blinks. Right. We're back to TMT, though, with Stowers in the lead. Mark Crawford in second. Thomas Smalling in third. Thomas Stowers has to battle these internet crashes behind him as they've lost. Oh, what happened to David? I didn't even. Oh, David must have pitted. Let's go check and see. Did David take a pit? Oh, David did pit. So David's our first of the top drivers to pit. As Mark's down pit road. Thomas Stowers, Thomas Smalling, they stayed out. I wonder if they're going to pit at the same time, or if they're going to wait for the other one to make a move first. Is this going to be follow the leader or do the opposite of the leader? We're about to find out with 14 minutes left in this one. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, though. I mean, short pitting might have been a strategy. A less crowded pit road usually means less mistakes. So going in by yourself, well, I don't know. A pair might be handy right now because you want to have a drafting partner because the draft is playing such a big role. But I will say, yeah, there are more consistent 1 minutes in the draft than there was in qualifying. They were drafting too. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, coming in without the draft. But I'll tell you what, even if you go in with somebody, if they make a mistake, you're in trouble anyway. So what will these two do? I got a feeling that Smalling is going to follow whatever Stowers does. And we're going to find out here soon because I'm sure that they're going to pit soon. Yeah, these guys are definitely the class of the field. But I'll tell you what, these guys need to be careful of Mark Crawford, as he's now 1 lap down. But Mark has definitely put on a heck of a show the last couple weeks. He's definitely shown improvement. As Smalling looks inside of Stowers, but he doesn't make the move. Smalling to the pit road by himself as Stowers is out there alone. You know, this could be cool too. Smalling could essentially come out and draft with somebody else, and Stowers is out there by himself, no drafting partner. So the opportunity to gain time might be here that might not normally be. We got 1 whole lap where Stowers has zero drafting partner. But Thomas could potentially come out with David and Mark and have that draft. We're going to find out here with 11 minutes. David also pitted, but that's going to be too far behind Smalling. As Stowers is out there by himself. Let's see what kind of lap time he puts down. So the lap times have definitely dropped. So I'm curious, with these high speeds, are tires playing a role? As we got 11 minutes left. Stowers into the pits. He's the last one of our leaders to pit. Well, no, we got Spencer. Will Spencer Pete pit right now? He does. Spencer Pete is pitting. So let's see where Smalling is. Let's see where this all falls out. As Smalling did not find a drafting partner. Yeah, I'm able to see lap times. They were at one point running 1 minute, but now they're all running 101s and slower. But right now they're getting in the pit. Yeah, it's definitely going to get interesting. This pit could be huge as Stowers is just pulling out with Smalling at a full head of steam. These guys are going to be pretty much right back where they left off. No, Stowers definitely had a much better pit stop here. So Smalling has to play catch up. We're going to have to go ahead and pull this battle up because this is the battle on the track. As Smalling is 3.3 seconds back. Stowers can breathe easy right now. Both ends have quite a big lead, as we'll keep an eye on that. But we're going to go and follow our leader. So I'll give you last pit speeds that matter. So David did a 101.13. So I guess it's still not slow, but it's definitely not the fastest. His fastest was a 101.69. Smalling's just did a 101.29. As Stowers, his doesn't count because it was the outlap of his pit. But Smalling is not gaining on our leader. It's maintaining for the most part. And third place is not gaining on Smalling. So we got about 10 minutes where Stowers just has to be perfect, not make any mistakes. I don't think Smalling is going to catch him. David in that third spot has Spencer Pete looking for him. Spencer Pete putting in a solid run here after taking that 5th place in the sprint race. Definitely having a good solid run for himself tonight. Yeah, it's all about corner 1. All the momentum, all the speed, not killing your lap time. I mean, there's so much involved in turn 1. As Stowers is going to be coming up on lap traffic. Justin, you should jump back out there and make things interesting. As he's going to be working on Timothy Pete. Will Timothy Pete play a role in his lap time? As Smalling is slowly starting to gain now. He's gained about 0.2 of a second on him. But not enough to make a difference. It's still 3.2 seconds back to second place. David matching Smalling. I'll tell you what, they're so close in lap times. But the fastest car on the track right now is David in our third position as he ran a 101.11 that last time by. But all the top four are really close in time. We got a 101.35 for Stowers, 101.26 for Smalling, a 101.16 for David, a 101.58, well, that wasn't as close as it was last lap, for Spencer Pete. 7 minutes remain. I don't think there's enough time for Smalling to catch him. Yeah, I just don't think he can do it. I mean, he's got to gain 3.16 seconds on him. He is gaining. I just don't think it's enough. I think this lap car could play a bigger role in the outcome of this race, whether good or bad, because now Stowers is getting the draft. But what kind of role will he play in the line that Stowers has got to run? That's going to be the biggest question. If he's able to pass him in a straightaway, it'll be okay. But if it goes into a turn, that could kill the lead by like 1 second really quick, because the momentum means so much in these. You lose your momentum in these, you lose a ton of time. That time by Smalling was only 1/100th of a second faster than the leader. Now third place is definitely gaining. He was about 0.2 of a second faster than both our leaders here. As Smalling must have made a mistake. He lost 0.2 of a second. He's got to be careful, or third place is going to catch him, because he's definitely gaining on both of them. Stowers now having to deal with that lap car. Is he going to be able to pick a spot? Will he catch him in the straightaway? Turn one here. If the lap car moves up out of his way, he could be in a good position. Yeah, David's real quick. The lap car's still there. This might be a difficult position for our leader, as he is on the back end of that lap car. Lap car's running his lane. Exactly what you're supposed to do. Yeah, and he's definitely found something here, because he's still quite a bit faster. Well, except that time, Stowers, that draft definitely played a big role, as he got 1 minute, 0.84 seconds, but now he's behind the lap car. That lap car is going to be slowing him down, as the lap car hasn't been that slow. Ran a lap time of 101.62. But if he tries to make a move, it could hurt both their times. I was going to say, it should come right here going to turn one. Let's see what his lap time is. Let's see how that lap car affected him. He ran a 101.22, which it wasn't bad. Smalling, 0.02 of a second slower. And then David just a hair faster. I mean, these guys are so close. We need a competition caution. So Stowers picked that one up perfectly. Yeah, I didn't even see it. Oh, he got Spencer. Did he get Spencer? Spencer got turned around, our fourth place driver. That's going to hurt him. I was looking at times. I missed it. So right now, our leader's got almost a 4-second lead. Yeah, I'm going to. You got Spencer Pete crashed right afterwards, too. Their father's son, I think, right? Yeah, I was scrolling through the replay. Oh, he braked. He braked or he downshifted. Now let's see what happened to Spencer. Oh, I think he panicked. I think he panicked when he see. Nothing like crashing with the family. If Smalling is starting to pick up the pace, he is closing the gap. But some of that might be Stowers taking it easy. Yeah, that definitely looked like a downshift to me. But I think the Spencer one was a reaction to, I believe, Timothy's dad. So I think it was a reaction to Timothy coming back to the track. Was the Spencer one? Yeah, an oil spot, yeah. Well, I think somebody leaked themselves right there. I just don't know if it was oil. So Stowers in the lead on the way to victory if he could just keep it clean for 3 more laps. "26 laps completed." It looks like they're gonna get right at 29 laps for this one. Smalling really trying to dig. He is gaining. He's definitely faster. He's 2/10 faster that last time. And he's definitely gaining on our leader. But I just think he's out of time. Yeah, no, I know. I've done it to myself plenty of times. I've definitely spun myself out. As Smalling trying to dig on the leader. He is gaining. But is it enough? And he's got someone gaining behind him. That's the number 21 of David is gaining on him. But look at the time gaps between first and second. With 1 minute and 30 seconds left. I don't think he has enough time. Stowers just taking it easy, being perfect. Knows he's got a huge cushion. Will he get the white flag this time by with 1 minute left? Oh, I don't think he's going to get it. I think they might have one more lap. No, they're not going to have one more lap. So one more lap when they hit the start-finish line this time by. Yeah, I think this one's set. So this should be our last laps. Stowers just needs to be perfect. No mistakes, no pressure. Should I say that in his ear? 3 seconds ahead of Thomas. Takes it easy through 1 and 2. As Smalling is getting faster every lap. But it's not going to be enough. Smalling trying to chase him down every way he can. He's got it under 3 seconds. He's going to run out of time barring a mistake. David in third, hoping they both make mistakes. Back to Stowers. Stowers down this long straightaway. This helps him. Down in the right-hand turn. Almost there. Almost in the clear. Looking for the checkered flag. Out the final turn. Down the front straightaway. It's going to be Stowers for the win. Such a rough sprint race. Takes the win. Smalling in second. David's going to bring it home third in his debut. Spencer Pete. Oh, he's going to get past. Spencer's going to get passed by David. Coming to the line. David's going to take that 4th position. What a race. David kept digging. Spencer Pete going to coast home. David in second. Kaufman. Spencer Pete in 5th. Mark Crawford's going to bring it home 6th. He looked strong earlier. Had to have a mistake. Had to have a mistake on that pit stop. I didn't see what happened. Timothy Pete. He's going to take it home 7th. And Marcellus, after having connection issues, takes it home 8th. Good finish, everyone. Alright, so let's see who's in Discord. So I got one Thomas. Just gotta wait and see who shows up in Discord. Smalling's in here. Do you know if David's going to make it into Discord? I didn't hear what you said. Thank you. I'm gonna do the top 3. I gotta get in the routine of getting this quicker because I'm gonna have a broadcast starting next week immediately after these races. All right, I'm gonna talk to Smalling first. Thomas Smalling, James the Booth, got a copy? Man, you had a good run. You, Mark, and Stowers all up there up front with David lurking behind you guys. But it looked like pit stops played a major role because all of a sudden Mark was out of it, and it looks like he lost some ground there, about 3 seconds on that pit stop.
Down about 3.8 seconds on the pit stop. And I was catching him by the end, but too little too late.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely noticed that you were catching him. You just didn't have enough time. You were running some fast lap times there. I mean, other than having a fuel calculator or a max with you, what would you do differently next time? Anything?
In the first race, definitely I would have been the third car because they get a run on both the cars in front of them, and that might have worked out better. But still, second in both races, not a bad result.
Yeah, that sprint race was definitely exciting at the end there.
Yeah, that was crazy right at the end.
Anybody you want to thank?
I'd like to thank you for putting on the race, and for MDI TV. I don't have any sponsors, so I'm just going to keep shouting at you, and yeah, good race.
Thank you, buddy. And Marcellus puts on these races, so we would definitely have to thank him for doing that.
Yeah, thank him too. Thank all the other drivers too for racing clean. I thought that was a good race from everyone else and left me space at least, so good race.
For sure. Well, thanks for coming out and putting on a show for us.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's bring in our race winner, Thomas Stowers. James in the booth, get a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. What a tough sprint race. I know you were angry. It seemed like everything that could go wrong went wrong, but it seemed to be all to get it out of the way because you had a just about perfect feature race.
Yeah, man, it was a good race. That sprint race, man, I was frustrated, and I think I'm pretty sure I know myself pretty well. When I get in that state of mind, sometimes I drive faster, and sometimes I make mistakes. Tonight, I just drove faster.
Well, definitely looked like you were determined tonight, and you drove with that during the feature. I know getting out front and getting away from some of the trouble was definitely the goal, but were you nervous when you, Mark, and Smalling were jockeying positions so much?
Yeah, man, I made like 3 or 4 passes on the outside in turn 1 down there, and I just saw it replaying so many times. Like, just like the Formula 1 wreck from last weekend, I just saw myself getting clipped. Fortunately, Mark, good race, man. You kept it on the inside every time. Thomas raced clean. It was a good race.
Yeah, Mark, that is probably the most improved driver in the series. Has got to be Mark Crawford. Mark Crawford has come out here and dug every week, and he keeps finding himself further and further up front. I mean, you guys might have to be careful about him. He might get a breakthrough win here soon.
It's fun. It's fun when they get to mix it up.
For sure. Anybody you want to thank for tonight?
Yeah, I got some of my family watching on YouTube, and thanks to Trotted Insurance and Blue Marlin Logistics, and thanks for the broadcast, and thanks to Marcellus for the host.
Yeah, definitely a good race here tonight, and man, thanks for putting on a show. It's been a great few weeks here. What, 6 weeks now?
Yeah, man. That's halfway point in the season, so I think it's going to shape up to be a good one. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, go enjoy this victory and get ready for next week.
Yeah, man. About to pop the champagne.
All right, there's our top two. Man, what a race here tonight, guys. But we're going to have to go ahead and sign off. I might go do some official racing before our Pro 2 lights. I was trying to jump in a friend's race, but I'm not going to make it. So, guys, as always, until next time. Oh, I'm so stupid. Let me put down the running order. Not that you guys didn't see it all already anyway. We're going to go ahead and pull up tonight's running order because that's what I'm supposed to do. All right. Tonight's running order was Thomas starting first. Thomas Stowers finishing first. Thomas Smalling finishing second. David finishing third. David Kaufman fourth. Man, we had 2 Thomases and 2 Davids. What are the chances of that? Spencer Pete in fifth. Mark Crawford in sixth. Timothy Pete in seventh. Marcellus, and he had a connection issue. He brings it home eighth. Justin with a tough day today finishes ninth. And Bill's sleep did not start. Hopefully he gets in the next one. But guys, until next time, be safe and have a great night.